And if you all have questions, by all means, feel free to ask this group. I have one question for all of you. Is there anyone in the past that you would consider a memorable character in the valley besides these people? Still living or out of the past. One of them that's always been kind of fascinating to me is Joe Canard. Oh, Joe Canard. You all knew him, didn't you? Could you kind of talk about some of these, older people that maybe some of these new people?
He used to trap a bear and then he would shoot him with 22. And he thought it'd be real nice if my folks got a picture of me with my hand on the bear. He got me up, early in the morning, led me up there where he had trapped the bear and shot it. He put my dirty hand on his head.
I know one time he killed a bear up there and skinned that dude and had it hanging up on old cabins. And some tourists was looking in there, and they come down here. And that time, my dad was deputy sheriff, and says, "Hey, there's a man up there in the cabin." And so Dad went up there, and there was this old bear, he skinned him out.
He gave my folks some of the meat. They couldn't eat it, and they had this, I don't know what the politically correct term is now, he had this colored lady that worked for it. My folks.
That's not it.
It's not it. I don't care. So they gave the meat to her. She came in later and she said, "Miss Millis, I plowed all that meat, and I plowed all that meat," and says, "I still couldn't eat it."
Well, you have a story about Joe Canard.
How's that meat?
You got a story about Joe Canard.
He used to keep that meat in the river where it was cool, so he didn't have a refrigerator or anything, so if people come along, he'd give them bear meat. And at that time, we were running cattle up in the Upper Valley. And sometimes we'd stay all night with old Joe instead of riding home, and I never would eat any meat because I knew it was bear meat. He also walked, we owned Aspen Park for 12 years. And he'd come by late at night going home, and he'd always holler down in the road because we had some dogs and he scared them. Then he'd get me to drive him up there as far as I could. If there was snow, I'd take him up as far as I could. If not, I'd take him clear home. And several times he'd come by and holler for us to take him home. He'd also walk to town in the wintertime on snowshoes. He'd walk down as far as he could with snowshoes, then he'd hide his snowshoes. He'd go back on snowshoes when he'd come. He stayed in the house quite a bit in the wintertime. One time he was the band leader over at E-Town, lived with them. Folks told me he had a white team of horses and stagecoaches. And also, at one time carried mail from over here. He homesteaded that place up at the Forks of Red River, where he is right now.
We've got him on videotape.
Oh,
Good.
They made him a deputy sheriff
Oh, yeah.
of Taos.
Yeah.
He had walked from here and walked to Taos, up over the Upper Valley. And so they decided to, I remember him because his arms hung down about my calf of my leg. He had the longest arms I ever saw. And he went over there and he started spending the winters in Taos. And they made him a deputy sheriff. They gave him a badge, and that's all he had. And he'd stand around, and he'd get that badge over here so he'd be dang sure to see it. But really, he was quite a character.
One time, I was riding my horse over here on the Bitter Creek, this ridge that was over there, and it didn't have any railing on it. And along come Joe Canard. And this horse took a whiff of Joe, and he just probably killed a bear, and she jumped right off in the Bitter Creek with him. So I wasn't very impressed with Joe.